Hey, it's Ruben in the shop bringing you a Monday morning sales video. We have 33 items leaving the shop today, sold on 4 platforms, eBay, Mercari, Depop, and Etsy. I haven't had a sale on Etsy in like a week, and then I got 4 this morning, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, lots of different stuff. Got some media, some hard goods, a bunch of clothing, some high dollar sales, some low dollar sales. Let's check it out. Here's the first table. Let's jump into those Etsy sales. This is a Arizona cookbook, Indian, Mexican, Western. People are really into Southwestern food. This is going to New Hampshire, I believe. This is the second time I've had this book. I got one in that big cookbook collection I bought, and another one at the Salvation Army. I just saw it. I was like, oh, I've sold that for $10, so might as well buy it. Again, it sold for $10 plus shipping. Also sold this cookbook on Etsy, another $10 sale from that cookbook collection, Salvation Army, soup, salads, and sandwiches. Next is this World Series Champions, New York Yankees, 1977 pewter mug made by this company here. I don't know what it says. Doesn't matter. Sold for $30 plus shipping. And also this ashtray sold on Etsy, sold for $25. Cool mid-century modern look. I think Commonwealth Picker would dig that. Next is this menu. I bought a collection of menus about a year ago for $10, so I got 4 cents into every menu. This one sold for $42. Pretty cool. Diner. What is it? Kettle Pancake House. Somewhere in Texas, so all over. There you go. Kind of generic, really, if there was a bunch of them. But this right here will tell you what year it's from. So, 1976. Very cool. Next are, well, let's do the CD. CD sold for $20. I had it listed for $40. It's been up for over 6 months, so figured 20 is good enough. And then I got a box lot of Saturday Evening Post a couple weeks ago. I paid $11. I sold 2 last week. These are on auction. 2 last week, and then 6 sold this week. I'm waiting for payment on 1. These ones went for $33 for all 3. So 2 sold for 10, and I think 1 sold for 13. January 1914. These are the complete magazines. Some people just like the covers. This is November 1914 with the biplane, and October 35. So cool. These are going out, global shipping program. I'm really happy with that buy. I'm glad they're selling so quick. I think I have only 2 left. Next, we'll go to this. I got this at the Antique Mall. It's just about planes. There was a stack of them, and I thought the price was for the stack, but they're actually priced individually, and it was like 60% off of $10 maybe. So I think I paid like $4 a piece for them. It was a bad buy. I don't know. I didn't humble myself and say, oh, sorry, I didn't know they were priced that way. I just like took the hit and paid for it. The lesson there is you still got to list this stuff, even if you're unhappy with the buy. You got to get your money back. I sold this for $10, free shipping. This is the last of that stack, the last of that bad buy, so cool to get it out. Got these Burwood birds. I always buy they're not wood, they're plastic actually, but the company's called Burwood. I always buy the plastic birds. They're good sellers for me. Usually $20 to $25. These actually sold for $30. Very cool. Different type of bird. This is an osprey backpack. It's in pretty rough condition, but it's an expensive backpack. All the zippers work. The inside's clean. I was just upfront about its condition. That sold for $21 plus shipping. I think everything was plus shipping, except for this. So, and then I got this at the Salvation Army. Just looked interesting. That's printed in Desimone It's from Italy, I believe. Ceramitor. Some of these ones, these Decimone ones, are hand painted. Those go for like $150 to $200. This one was just printed. I had it up for $40 and took an offer of $30. And then I sold this Nikon F shutter cable release with auto stop. I got that at an estate auction. It was like a closet buy, and I saw a bunch of camera stuff in there. I knew that the cameras weren't actually in there because the estate company would have sold them individually. But I thought to myself, well, accessories can be good, and there's like an empty Nikon F box in there. I think that's in my backlog to list. And people will buy just the box because they want to complete their camera. I got $30. No, I didn't. I got $24 for that on Macari. That is free shipping. And let's get to the close. Lots of great clothing leaving the shop today. This is a really great sampling of the stuff I like to sell, the stuff I'm looking for. T-shirts, outerwear, pants. Let's go. First thing I sold, this Fruit of the Loom striped T-shirt. It's vintage. It is made in the USA. There you go. That sold for $27 plus shipping. That's crazy. Someone has over $30 into this shirt. I probably paid a couple bucks at a thrift store. Next is this Harley-Davidson shirt, made in Mexico. It's from Indianapolis, Indiana. What does that say? Bred in the shed. Has the back graphic too. It's like an army green. Took a $20 offer on that. Sold this shirt. It's not very old. Has this cool Egyptian style all over print. Gildan is the label. That's not an old label. That sold for $31. Back. This is a really cool shirt that's really dusty now. Albuquerque, New Mexico, the Handgun Emporium. Has a vintage label. I haven't seen that label too often. On the back it says, on Judgment Day, the man with the most toys wins, in Old English. That sold for 31 bucks. I sold this, sold quick. This is that North Dakota Sioux Jonathan Towes jersey. I got it last week, sporting good auction. I paid 55 bucks for it. I listed it for $150. You can buy it new for $250, I believe. And someone made me an offer of $135. It was good to get that investment money back out of it. Made a little profit. So, good sale. Sold this vintage Lacoste polo shirt. That's the old label. Camise Lacoste, made in France. That sold for $25. I sold this Nike windbreaker. It took 1 day to sell. It's called a Windrunner. I think it's from 2017. It was an XL. I considered it keeping it, but I don't think I would wear it. And I got 50 bucks for that, plus shipping. All the clothing is plus shipping, except for maybe a couple things that sold elsewhere on Depop. So 50 bucks. I sold this Softies open front cardigan. It is super soft. It's like a cool teal color. That sold for $30. This is a cool reversible jacket. It's Stilton. So outside is corduroy, inside is a nylon. So you can have like a nylon bomber jacket. If you can't find a label, especially on reversible clothing, you want to go to the pockets. And so one pocket on this one has the material and care instructions, and the other one actually had the label. That's the Stilton label, vintage 80s corduroy jacket, 31 bucks. Next is another Stilton. This is a sweater with a pseudo Thunderbird on the front, nothing on the back. Also has it on the sleeves. Cool knit sweater. That sold for $29. Sold the Polo Ralph Lauren, just classic hoodie, sweatshirt. This sold on Depop for $50, free shipping. This is cool. Oklahoma Sooners satin jacket. I got this at the Salvation Army. I was checking out and I saw like some what appeared to be vintage clothing kind of stowed away. And I asked the manager, I was like, oh, what's going on with that stuff? And he was like, oh, it just came in. I pulled it from the donations and he plopped it on the table. It was a lot of children's clothing. It's in the backlog, so it'll get listed sometime this winter. And he's like, $5 for all of it? And I was like, okay, cool. And this was a medium jacket, and it was in there. The only thing that wasn't kids, $50. Sold the Utah Jazz sweatshirt. It's Lee Sports. I listed it last week, and it sold quickly. I paid like $8 for it at the thrift store. It's new with tags, which was nice. And I got $40 for it. Classic Lucky Brand. There it is. Lucky Brand thermal, lived in thermal. Sold for $22. Cowboys Apex puffy jacket. It is a little dirty on the front here. Classic 90s when the Cowboys were good. They're no good no mo. That sold for $30. There's a ton of cowboy stuff out there because of the 90s, so I wouldn't pay that much for this jacket. This came out of a closet. And then we sold this Sir Pendleton. Whoever bought this got a great deal on it. I had it priced way too low. I had it priced for $30, and I know I had it priced low because it has a hole in one of the sleeves. Here, there it is. So there is a hole there, there is damage, but it's not enough to take away for how great this cardigan is. Someone got this for $22. Good for them. I've had it forever, so if that was my size, I would have kept it. Sold some jeans. These are Levi's 512. I couldn't, they had, the inner tag was removed. These are like skinny jeans. I believe they were, I didn't list them as made in the USA, I just listed them as vintage 90s. And I got $31.40 for that. That was a strategic offer that I sent out because shipping is going to be $8.40 for priority mail padded flat rate envelope. So yeah, I offered $31.40. That way they'd get the offer and be an easy 40 for them. They did it. Next were this pair of distressed 505 Levi's jeans. These ones are definitely made in the USA. They sold for $22. The last sale was the biggest sale. Look at these. Look at these. Boom! These are leather motorcycle pants. They're Lewis Leathers. Here's the label. Out of London. I believe they're still making stuff. I got this at a thrift store in their Halloween section, and I saw them. They were $20, and I was like, heck yes. If you can get some like vintage leather motorcycle pants for $40 or under, you probably want to get them. I don't want to spend your money, but I would definitely spend my money. I got $205 for these pants. Stoked. They're going to Pennsylvania. So that's what's leaving the shop today. We're going to get this stuff packed up, shipped out. It's a good Monday morning. I'm going to leave y'all. I'm having a good day, hoping you're having a good day. Let's talk again.